we're of course excited about playing in the Alamo Bowl. Talked about that a lot. Watching a ton of film on Oklahoma State. They're very talented in a lot of areas. And I'll start first on offense. Their quarterback, Mason Rudolph, he's big, he's athletic, he can make all the throws. They've got explosive wide receivers. And I am very impressed with James Washington and Jalen McCleskey. They make play after play for them. They have big wide receivers at the other spot that can go up and make plays. Seals and Lacey. Lacey's played a lot more lately and has made a lot of big plays. A big receiver. And then their tailbacks are good, and especially the freshman. He has over 1,000 yards rushing. And Justin Hill, really quick, really fast. And their offensive line's huge. So they're excellent on offense. Defensively, they're playing well there too. They've caused a ton of turnovers. They kind of feast on that. They do an excellent job of it. Their safeties are aggressive and come down hard in the run. Been very impressed with how physical they are on defense and what they do. And then I think they're number 8 or 9 in the country in turnover margin. So they've done an excellent job on their not having. I think the quarterback's only thrown 4 or 5 picks at the most. As many times they throw, that's pretty impressive. They've made a lot of plays. So they're an excellent football team. That's why they're 12th in the country, and it's going to be an extremely tough contest for us. And I think Mike Gundy's gone. I think this is his 9th bowl in a row, if I'm not mistaken. And they're used to going to bowls. It's our guys' first time. So we got to make sure we handle that correctly as going into the bowl game. And practice has gone well for us. And so I'll take any questions from here.
Mike, does Oklahoma State remind you of anybody that you've played?
Remind us of anybody we played. Offensively, they're a kind of a spread team. They use a tight end quite a bit back there, though. I would say a little bit similar to. They're a mixture of Washington State and Oregon to me, a little bit in that way. But they use their tight ends quite a bit, and they're very good. 47 and 86. They're excellent tight ends. So that's where they're a little bit different. They add that in their package. A little bit more run-oriented, a little bit more physical. Most of the time they're in the backfield, though. Kind of some unique looks that way.
Does Mason Rudolph remind you of any quarterbacks you guys have faced during your time here?
Mason Rudolph's very good. He's really good. He's able to run and throw it, and he's big. I would say a little bit like Darnell at USC. Can run, throw it, make some plays that way. I'm a little bit bigger than him, but he's similar to him to me.
Mike, you mentioned this obviously being the first time any of these guys have played in a bowl game. Have you noticed that sort of, an excitement or anticipation for that kind of opportunity, carrying guys through some of these early practices? Because these bowl periods oftentimes are about getting up, staying focused, all those kind of things. Are you noticing that aspect of it helping these guys really stay crisp and motivated?
Yeah, they're excited about playing in the bowl game. They've been excited at practice. They've done really well. Haven't had to get them going or anything like that. So they've been into it. So I have noticed an excitement about that. Yes.
Coach, it is an abnormal week. The actual you mentioned that they've got that experience. How big a deal is that in terms of being ready for the game? And do you think that Pac-12 championship game experience, which was also a bit of an abnormal game, helps at all in terms of preparing for something?
Yeah, I think it does help some in preparing for it. There's no doubt. This situation, we'll get there. There'll be a lot of festivities when you get there. And so, you have to be prepared player-wise, coaching-wise, game plan-wise before you get on the airplane on the 24th of December. You have to have everything in, ready to go, already rehearsed it a lot. So when you get there, they're doing different activities, they're doing that type of thing. It's going to be, when they get to practice, they got to be really focused in. But for you to try to think you're going to put in a whole bunch of new stuff as a coach at that time, that'd be a huge mistake. What we have put in by the time we fly out of here Saturday afternoon, that will be what we'll have in. We'll just keep rehearsing it. There's no way you can try to put new stuff in with all the different things going on for the kids. And you wouldn't want to do that either. You're going to make sure they're focused on what they know.
Hey, Mike. Kyle Frederickson with the Oklahoman.
Yeah.
Mike Gundy said recently that he's reminded of OSU's program when he thinks about how your team has grown in 4 years, being that your guys are kind of rolled up, you're very senior laden. When you look at OSU's program, what stands out in your mind with the job that Mike Gundy has done, now in 12 years there?
I think Mike's done a phenomenal job. I think a consistency. I think every year he's won 9 to 10 games. He's been in bowl after bowl. To me, he's Oklahoma State is a top 25 team year in, year out, the way I look at them. And I think they definitely improved that. They've got good players. They're putting guys in the NFL every year. They're a top 25 football team. And this year I think they're definitely, to me, a top 10 team. You take away a crazy play at the beginning of the year, they're ranked in the top 10. And so I think that we're both top 10 football teams playing, and it's going to be a heck of a football game.
Coach, you and especially your older players have come a long way to get to this point. Going into this, how are you balancing the idea of making sure everyone kind of enjoys this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity with the idea that you're going down there to win a football game?
We definitely want them to enjoy the experience, and they will. And they'll enjoy it. I think the whole idea of it, though, is to go win the football game. And when you're done, when they walk off the field for the last time, those seniors, I'd like for them to walk off with a W, just like Mike wants his guys to walk off with a W. So they need to understand that, and they do understand that. So I think that they'll be really focused on that part of it and excited about playing in the game.
Coach, I imagine, coaching a big college football team, you're never really relaxed. But if you have 20 plus days to prepare for a team, does that make it easier on you compared to just 1 week?
Great question. It makes it a little bit easier, then it makes it a little bit harder. And what I mean by that, you can't do too much. You're able to watch so much more film, you're able to do more things. And then also at the same time, you don't want to get stale in practice by practicing a long time and putting things in that you haven't really executed at a full speed and a full game speed. You full speed it in practice, but it's a little different. And so it's not like you're preparing for a spring game where it doesn't matter. You're preparing for a big game. So everybody will tweak a little things, both sides, both teams, but you can't overload it, or then all of a sudden you're busting stuff and you're not thinking and you're not playing fast.
Mike, I heard an interview with Mike Leach last week where he said the key to preparing for bowls.
With Mike Leach?
Yeah.
He didn't talk about Pirates?
No, he might.
Okay, all right.
I couldn't listen more.
Okay.
But they were asking him what's the key to bowl week because it's such a different animal preparing for a bowl as opposed to just a regular season game. He said was limiting distractions. What do you think is the motivating factor for your team heading into this bowl that's going to allow them to limit distractions and stay focused? Is it getting 11 wins? Is it just winning one more time for the seniors? What do you think is the main source of motivation for your team heading into this game?
I think just the opportunity to play in the bowl game and then know that you're going to play on national television again. It's a way to kind of cap off the season when we still have a bad taste in our mouth from the Pac-12 championship game. I think that motivates our guys. Also, watching Oklahoma State on film motivates you because they know they're good, and you're going to have to play really well to beat them. So I think that the combination of all of that, there's a little bit pieces of all of it that I think will motivate our guys to do it, and I think is motivating them.
Mike, you